Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back in our science online class. In previous video, we already have learned about reproduction, types of reproduction, sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction, and in asexual reproduction already we have learned two types, that is budding and binary feature. Now today we are going to learn two more types of is asexual reproduction, that is fragmentation and spore formation. Now what is meant by fragmentation, students? Fragment means what? Fragment means we can consider one piece, a long piece. Okay. So here what happens actually, or a filament, long filament, that is called the fragment. So especially this is the one kind of method of reproduction especially found in plants. Algae, do you know algae? Microscopic plant. Yeah, its singular is alga. Okay, so a single filament of the alga, this is called the single filament. Okay students, this is the filament of an alga. So this filament breaks down into two pieces. Can you see here? This is the one piece that is called A, and this is the second one piece B. Okay. Due to the flow of water, due to the wind, this piece or the filament of alga breaks into two or more pieces. How many students? Two or more pieces. This is called the parent cell. First only I said you, in asexual reproduction, single parent is involved to reproduce their babies. Okay, so here this filament means this is the one single parent. So this parent or the filament breaks into two or more pieces, that is called fragments. So this is filament and these are the fragments. See students, what is the difference? Fragments and filament. When filament breaks down into two or more pieces, forms fragments. So these two are the fragments, and the process is known as the fragmentation. So by which process this filament is broken down into two pieces? By fragmentation process. Sometimes the question they may ask in NSO exam. Okay. Dash process is involved to form the two pieces of fragments. So that is called the fragmentation, or the formation of two pieces from the single parent is called fragmentation, or fragmentation method takes place in dash organism. So fragmentation process takes place in alga. Okay, or alga can reproduce by the fragmentation method. They can ask anyhow. Okay, so this question we can keep in mind. So fragmentation method is specially involving alga to reproduce. Okay, so these two individual fragments, this is A and this is B, these two are the individual separate fragments, or we can call the babies, okay, of this parent cell, and then they grow into the new plant. Okay, so in this way they reproduce. Again this A and B, again they are going to divide further, and this way they reproduce continuously, and their number of species increases. Clear students? So this is the fragmentation in Spirogyra. Okay, sorry, alga, not Spirogyra. Okay, so Spirogyra is an example of algae. Clear students? Now next and last method of asexual reproduction, that is spore formation. Spore formation means what, students? Spore, small tiny spores are there. Okay, for example, whatever the plants are there like fungi, fern, mosses, lichens. These plants reproduce by forming the spore formation. Okay, so whatever these plants are there, like fern, then second one more fungi, then mosses, lichens, these plants reproduce through the spore formation. Means this plant forms the spore, and when these spore get the favorable condition, they grow into the new plant. So spore formation under unfavorable conditions. So these plants form the spore under the unfavorable condition, means not in good condition. Spores are tiny structure, microscopic bodies, means we can see only under the microscope. We cannot see with our naked eyes. Now also spores are present around me, even around you also, but we cannot see. But when these spore get the favorable condition, means good condition, like good amount of food, water, temperature, so suddenly they grow into new individual. Okay, so these are the microscopic bodies which are covered with hard protective coating, or we can call the covering. Okay, whatever these spores are there, they are covered with hard protective coating or coat, and this protective coating enable them to tide over adverse environment condition. Means this protective coating protect the internal matter of spore in unfavorable condition, and when the spore get favorable condition, each spore gives rise to a new individual. Means when this spore get the good condition, favorable condition, this spore grow into the new individual. So this kind of reproduction is called spore formation, and this spore formation takes place in fern, mosses, okay, and fungi. Clear, students? So here we have finished asexual reproduction, okay, in plants. So in asexual reproduction, how many types we have seen, students? First one is budding, binary fission, fragmentation in Spirogyra, and next one is spore formation in fungi or fern plants. Okay, next, asexual reproduction in plants, when reproduction takes place only from the vegetative part. Now what is mean by the vegetative parts? See, students, when reproduction takes place only from the vegetative part of plant, known as the vegetative reproduction. Now what are the vegetative part? Root, stem, leaf, these are the vegetative parts of plant, and these parts of plant we used to grow new plant. For example, if you want to grow the rose plant, are you bringing seeds from the market? No. Are you bringing flowers from the market to grow the rose plant? No. Then just we need one stem of rose plant. Okay, so wherever you see the good healthy rose plant, just you go cut one stem which has the buds, so that stem you cut and sow in the soil. So after few days you can observe that stem of plant grow into the new plant. So this is called the reproduction. Means we used stem, So that stem is the vegetative part of plant is used to grow the new individual. Okay, so this kind of reproduction is called the vegetative reproduction. Understood, students? This is called the vegetative reproduction. So in vegetative reproduction, two types are there: natural vegetative propagation. Natural vegetative propagation means it is done naturally, and artificial vegetative propagation, this is done by man or human being. Okay, that is why we call it is artificial. So natural and artificial. Now first we will see about the natural vegetative propagation. Natural propagation by leaf. Propagation means increase. Okay, students. Now see here, first one is natural propagation by leaf. So there are some plants. Vegetative propagation by leaves can be seen in very few plants like Bryophyllum, begonia. Okay, Bryophyllum, in that Bryophyllum or begonia, in these species or the plants, especially the birds are produced on leaf. Suppose this is the leaf. Okay, so on this leaf the birds are produced, small birds are produced, and these birds are produced specially on the margin of leaf, and after falling this leaf on the floor or on the ground, these birds are grow into new plants or new individuals. These each birds, okay, or these birds grow into new individual. This kind of reproduction is called natural propagation by leaf. Naturally it is done. We are not going to involve in that. Okay, human being is not going to involve in that. Just these plants, there's the bird on the margin of their leaf. When these leaves fall on the ground, after that the bird grows into new individual or new plant. Okay, so this is called the natural propagation by leaf, and this is specially found in Bryophyllum or begonia plants. Okay, now next one is natural propagation by stem. These plants grow with the help of stem. Plants grow with the help of leaf, just got over. Now second part, natural propagation by stem. There are some stem, those are present under the ground. They are called as modified stem, and these stems are used specially to store the water or food. Okay, the underground stems produce several new plants from their buds. Modified stems like tuber, bulb, rhizome come help the plants to multiply. Okay, so potato, So potato is an example of stem. So natural propagation by stem. So this potato, sometime or after a few days during the rainy season, you can see the buds grow on the potato. So that bud afterwards grow into the new individual. So this is the way of the propagation of potato plant. Okay, clear, students? So I hope you understood this today's part. Okay, propagation by leaf and propagation by stem. Remaining two types we will see in our next video.